Hey guys, it's me, ASMR. How you doing? I'm here to talk to you about something I struggle with, depression. So maybe I can help other people who also struggle. The reason I chose the ASMR community is because one of the symptoms of depression is the fact that you struggle with sleep. So I figured that I would come here and we could talk about it. The place where I want to start is using ASMR videos to fall asleep. Now, there's nothing wrong with using an ASMR video to fall asleep, but it's not good for your brain, especially if you leave it on while you're sleeping. There's sound waves that go into your brain, and it'll prevent you from getting REM sleep, which is something you really need, or else you won't feel rested in the morning. Now, before I make a million enemies, I want to say that there's nothing wrong with ASMR. I think it's one of the best things about YouTube right now. It's the only culture where people seem to be trying to help one another. And I think some parts of it are headed in a very good direction. The way I would watch it is to watch it half an hour before you go to sleep, then turn the lights off, put your phone away, and just stay in the dark and just try to relax yourself. It's bad to be dependent on some external source to calm you. You should be able to do it on your own, because someday that external source might not be there. So you don't want to be stuck in a situation where you can't get ASMR, so you can't sleep. There's also the issue of backlight. The phone's backlight is so bright that it actually it does something to your brain where it wakes you up, and then it lasts for a while. So when you stare into a screen, your brain, it's like looking at the sun, kind of. It wakes you up, and it's like tricks your brain into thinking that it's morning and that you're ready to go out and, do whatever you gotta do. If you're already at a point where you can't fall asleep, then there's probably something that's bothering you. Something's causing you stress or anxiety, and your brain's trying to find a solution, but a lot of people won't allow themselves. They think that they're just stressing out, and they'll fight it instead of trying to guide their thoughts into a positive way. They'll just fight their thoughts, and that's the wrong approach. You can't fight your own thoughts. They're gonna happen. It's much better to guide them and push them towards the right path. So if you find yourself worrying about something before you're going to sleep, you should allow yourself to worry for a while. Let it become present in your mind. Let it become the main focus. And then alternate it, switch it, so that you go from just worrying to problem solving. And then just meditate on it. There's always a way out of problems. Whether it's a problem caused by yourself, maybe your situation, or other people, there's always something you can do. And if you sit there or lay there and think about it and not fight it, I think with practice, and if you keep doing it, eventually you'll find little ways to improve whatever's bothering you. sometimes you don't even know that something's bothering you until you really sit down and think about it. Because the problem might not be obvious. You might not even know why you're feeling upset, which is another reason why laying down and meditating on it would help, because then you'll know what's bothering you. And once you know the problem, it's a lot easier to figure out what you gotta do to fix it. Once you find out what that problem is, you have like two options. Either you change the situation, or you change yourself. Changing the situation was probably the easier. Depending on who you are, I would say it's the easier option. Because it's easier to put blame on people. And I guess that's something you have to be aware of too. Make sure that you're not blaming somebody else for a problem that you're actually causing. Spend the time to really figure it out. Because in the end, you're trying to help yourself. So if you're lying to yourself, then you're not going to help yourself. So once you figure it out, if it's someone else or something else, you got to try to change it. So you confront the person, or you change whatever it is. And that doesn't work, then the more difficult option is to work inward. And you have to be compassionate enough with yourself, love yourself, know that you deserve to not be upset or bothered by whatever it is. And yeah, just work past it. Don't let yourself drown in it. There's always the occasion that you can't fix the problem because it's just out of your hands, or you let it get out of control. And that's when you should look to other people. A family member, or your best friend. And you just talk to them. Talking helps a lot, more than you would think. If you feel like you can't talk to anyone, you just don't have a friend you trust enough, or you're on the outs with your family, some people are in those situations. And so, go to a therapist. Most of them truly want to help people. Just like in every profession, there will be people who will just do it for the money. But if you look hard enough, you'll find someone that truly cares, and talk to them. And I know there's the issue of money, where a lot of people think they don't have enough money to go to therapy. But if you're underage, whoever's insurance you're under, you could probably go under their insurance and they'll pay. If not, there are outreach programs where you could go for free. And if you're over 21 and you're making below a certain income, you could get free insurance. That's always an option. I guess basically what I'm getting at is make sure that if the reason you use ASMR is because there's an underlying issue, make sure you take care of it, because the longer an issue goes unsolved, the harder it is going to be to fix. So, just try to recognize the patterns. Because I've been suffering from depression for a long time. And and I noticed that I was avoiding problems with ASMR. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's better than drinking or doing drugs. But it's just another way to avoid fixing what's bothering you. And in the long run, it's only going to hurt. It's not going to help. So, I don't know. I guess that's it. I just wanted to get some things off my chest. Yeah. And if you guys go through this and turns out nothing's bothering you and you just really like ASMR, then congratulations. That's a good thing. And I hope the best for everyone who watches. Good luck. Be happy, be healthy. And that's it. And good night. And go to bed.